All right, Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rekah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS. I'm just going to get right to it, because as we know, all the secrets, everything that these people didn't want to come out is starting to come out, and even more will be revealed in the near future. This is Jeremiah 49:10, and it says, "But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not." That's the reason why we see him scrambling, because this truth is coming. This truth is out here. The truth of the scriptures is hitting them right in the face, hitting them where it hurts. In the which that they rule by deceit and lies. But the truth is moving ahead like a train. It cannot be stopped. You know, that's the reason why we see them getting upset at people that's bringing the truth out. So they can no longer hide anymore. They can no longer hide behind this veil of secrecy that they've had over a long period of time. You know, I'm gonna go from there to the book of Malachi 1 and 3. And it says, "And I hated Esau, and the Most High hated Esau," and that's about to be, and the Most High hates Esau, and that's about to be put out here more and more as each day passes, about how much the Most High really hates these people that are in power. Even though Job tells us the world was given into the hand of the wicked, and they are the ones that are ruling. And by the destruction of them, the Most High is about to show his hatred towards them, and by their slavery that they're gonna have to go through in the kingdom of heaven, the Most High's hatred is about to be made manifest towards these people for all the wrong that they've done for all the wrong that they've done from the beginning of time up until now. You know, whereas Edom saith, "We are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down." And they've built up the world in their image, and the Most High is about to throw down that world. You know, it's about to throw down this world. He's about to get rid of the rulers that are ruling in the earth today. You know, Esau, Edom, you know, are the ones that are in power right now. And we can see that and understand that if you know the history of these people. You know that they are the most wicked ever, because they are the wicked. "They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. And the people against whom the Lord Yahweh hath indignation forever." The Most High is going to have, the Most High is going to have it out for them forever. And they're not exempt from judgment because they have the power. You know, the Most High is going to show his power by the way he takes them out of power. And also, taking them out of power, their punishment is going to begin at the destruction of this place. You know, but we'll go from there to the book of Romans 9 and 13. 9 and 13, and it says, "As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated." And that's how the Most High feels about these people. You know, he hates them. But he put them in power to punish us for not following his laws, his statutes, and his commandments. That's why they have the power. Each nation had their time to rule, and Esau is the last one to have the power on this earth before the kingdom of heaven is ushered in by the destruction of Babylon the Great. You know, because there's going to come a time when the Most High is going to have complete mercy on his people, which he's having mercy now by having us under grace, by putting his word out for our people to have for our people to cling to in these last days, by letting you know who you are and what to look forward to. And one major prophecy that we have to look forward to is Jacob's trouble, and that's right around the corner. Things are not about to be good. Things are about to be bad. Evil times are ahead. Great evil times are ahead. I'm going to go to Psalms 37 and 28. And it says, "For the Lord loveth judgment, and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off." And the beginning of them being cut off is happening right now, because this word is going out to the four corners of the earth, and they can no longer hide who they are. They can no longer run around the earth as if though they're not the wicked, when they truly are the wicked. And through the judgment of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, they're going to be taken out of power. The entire earth is about to be judged, with the remnant of the 12 tribes of Israel. That are going to be the only ones on the earth that are going to receive mercy by hands of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Even through death, those of the elect are going to receive mercy. Even through death, those of the 2/3 are going to receive mercy when they are born again in the kingdom. Their mercy is going to start then. The remnant's mercy is starting with taking in of this truth and understanding this truth. That's part of the mercy, this truth, All right, just bear with me. I'm going to go to the book of Jeremiah 23 and 24. And it says, "Can any hide himself in secret places?" And that's what these people do. That's what they've done for years. They've hidden themselves in the secret places by way of their different forums, their different meetings, stuff like the Bilderberg and stuff like that. They've always hid themselves. But now they're in the forefront with their wickedness, not even trying to hide it. They're out here. People that we've never heard of. Klaus Schwab and all these other people with the World Economic Forum. Never heard of these people. Now they're coming out of their holes and presenting themselves to the people as the leaders of the next world. But they're not going to make it. Even though we still have a lot of stupid people in the earth, everybody's not fooled by what these people are trying to do. But the majority is still asleep. They have yet to awaken to the fact that we're still slaves and we're still under the thumb of the so-called white man and these other nations, And when I say people, I mean the 12 tribes, because the other nations truly do not matter in the grand scheme of things, I'm going to go from there to the book of Obadiah 1 and 9. And it says, "And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau be cut off by slaughter." And that's the ultimate judgment that's going to come to Esau, Edom, to be cut off by slaughter, to be cut off, by a massacre, which they will all be rounded up and burned, and that's what they're fighting for, to try to get out of, because they know that punishment that is written in the scriptures is coming to them in the very near future. They know that their power only goes for so long. They know that power is only transferred to another people. They know that power that they have is going to be given to the Israelites and magnified 100-fold on the earth, so that even more than that, 1,000,000-fold, so that no one would even think of trying to take the power from Yahweh Shai when it's given to him, which is already is given to him. He's just going to come take it. They know that once the 12 tribes are in authority, all bets are off. That's it. Everybody on this planet is going to have to live by the ways that they're going to be taught out of Jerusalem. They're going to have to live under the laws, statutes, and the commandments of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And any other way that they will try to live is going to come with punishment. It's going to come with, punishment, where they don't get any rain, they don't get what they need to survive. So these nations are not going to have a choice but to fall in line under the 12 tribes of Israel, governed by the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. We'll go down to verse 18, and it says, "And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it." And this is the future of the people that are in power right now. Complete destruction. There's not going to be any person on this earth remaining with the skin tone of the Edomites, with the personality, shall I say, with the ways of thinking, because there are Edomites out here that look exactly how an Israelite would look. But you really can't say how an Israelite could look these days, because Israel is scattered into all nations. Just know that spirit of an Edomite is going to be done away with, to be heard from again no more. They're being made bare now. They can't hide right now. I'm going to go from there to the book of Psalms 37. In 35, it says, "I have seen the wicked in great power," and we see them in great power right now. Their power is stretching all over the earth and spreading himself like a green bay tree, spreading himself all over the earth. He has roots in damn near every country on this planet that we know of. Yet he passed away, and lo, he was not. And that's going to be when they're rounded up and done away with and burned. "Yea, I sought him, but he could not be found." Right. They're not going to be able to be found after that 1,000-year brutal slavery that they're going to go through in the kingdom of heaven. They're not going to be found anymore. Their wickedness is not going to be found anymore. Sufferings of the people by the hands of these people is not going to be found anymore. All wickedness, is going to die when this place is destroyed. Everything is going to be put in order, in the order that it's supposed to be in the kingdom of heaven. And these nations are going to fall right in line, because they're going to be fearful, when they see true power come on this earth. I'm going to go from there to the book of Isaiah 17 and 14. And it says, "And behold, at evening tide trouble, and before the morning he is not. This is the portion of them that spoil us, and a lot of them that rob us." I'm going to read that again. Isaiah 17 and 14. "And behold, at evening tide trouble, and before the morning he is not. This is the portion of them that spoil us, and a lot of them that robbed us." And that's what they continue to do this day. Spoil and rob our people. By all means of all the means they have at their disposal, whether it be economic, or any other means. Robbed us of who we were, spoiled us from the wealth that we once had, you know, but it was all punishment from the Almighty, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. But there's going to come a day when they, you know, and we're in that day where they can't hide anymore. They deceit and behind the wickedness of their media, you know, and the wickedness of their scholars, hiding this and that, telling people, constantly telling people lies, constantly telling people, you know, just lies 24/7, all day, every day. Just lies everywhere, and people are eating it up. People are fell for it. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to the book of Job. Job 20. I'm gonna go to the book of Job 20 and 1, and it says, "Then answered Zophar the Naamathite and said, Therefore do my thoughts cause me to err, cause me to answer. Salakia, cause me to answer, and for this I make haste. I have heard the check of my reproach, and the spirit of my understanding causes me to answer. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed on earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite for but a moment?" That's right. The power that this man has is just for a short time compared to the length of the kingdom of heaven, which is going to last forever and ever and ever and ever, and so on, to never be taken out of power ever. You know, the reason why they're going so hard, because they know that that their power is only for a moment. They understand this. They understand how civilizations, kingdoms rise to their power, to the height of their power, and there's a downward fall, as we've seen Babylon the Great America go throughout history. They were at the height of the power at the end of World War II. As soon as they reached their height, it started coming down. Look at the Korean War. Look at the Vietnam War. Look at everything that this country has done. Look at the rate that the value of the monetary system, look how it has been devalued over time. That's this place constantly going down. When they stopped backing the dollar with silver and gold, you know, that's showing that this place is going down, and it's continuing to go down to its inevitable fall, which is going to come through thermonuclear destruction, you know, by way of these other nations, through the power and might of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Also, when our Lord Yahweh Shai cracks them clouds, along with the angels, along with the Archangel Michael, you know, nothing's looking good for these people. It all is going downhill from here with everything that they do. This is verse 6, Job 20 and 6. "Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, Where is he?" You know, nobody is going to see another Edomite on the planet after he's dung. It says he's going to perish away like his own dung. Like when you use the bathroom, whatever's in there, you flush it, it's gone no more for you to see it no more. That's the same way that these wicked people that run the earth right now, it's the same way that they are going to be done away with, you know. And our Lord is not going to be, how we say here, playing the radio whenever he comes back. He's coming back with all power to deliver and also to destroy. And that's being a balanced power. The same time he's destroying is the same time that he's going to be delivering his elect, those that were chosen from the foundation of the earth before the earth was even made. That promise that he told our people, that promise that he said that he would do, is about to get ready to happen. We just have to be patient and wait. I'm going to go back to the book of Obadiah. Three and 4. And it says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And he has that mentality now because his power is so firm right now. He has a firm grip on the minds and the power that he has on this earth. You know, has a firm grip on it. You know, and he's going to continue on in that power until our Lord takes him completely out of it. And there's nothing he's going to be able to do whenever our Lord takes that scepter from him. You know, verse 4, it says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. And that's exactly what our Lord is going to do. You know, though they set their nest among the stars, the Most High is going to bring them down, completely take their power away from them. They're going to go from riches to rags in a matter of an hour. They're going to go from having everything at their fingertips, everything that they could desire from their fingertips, to having absolutely, completely nothing in the very near future. They're not going to have anything. The only thing they're going to have to look forward to is chains, you know, shackles, you know, punishment for the things that they've done. And that's it for them. Because we are at the end of their rulership. We're at the end of their ruling the earth. So Job 20:7 again, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Verse 8, he shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. And that's what he has to look forward to. You know, complete destruction, completely being done away with. You know, he's not going to make it too far. You know, he's not going to make it too much more further in his power. You know, because we're right at the end of it. Verse 9, the eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place anymore behold him. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hand shall restore their goods. You know, and we see them do that from time to time, seeking to please the poor, to make everybody be on the same page as them, acting as if though they care, when we know deep down they don't. You know, I'm gonna go to the book of Proverbs 11 and 21. And it says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. Even though you got your food banks out here feeding the needy, feeding the hungry of our people, you're not going to go unpunished for the things that you've done. You know, it says, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. So in all this destruction, the seed of the righteous are going to be delivered. You know, while you're going to be getting your punishment. They don't have anything to look forward to but destruction and slavery. Back to Job 20 and 11, it says, his bones are full of sin, full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Yeah, all that wickedness that they've done are going to be burned up. All of his ways are going to be turned into dust. You know, everything that he's worked for is going to turn into dust. All those gods that he worshiped are going to be turned into dust. You know, everything, all those secret places, everything are going to be turned into dust. You know, though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, and we see it every day. These evil Edomites love wickedness. You know, they love it. We see it on display every day. We see it on display on the TV screen. You know, we see it on display every day. People don't even know that they're wicked. They're just doing what they've seen. They're doing what they're programmed to do. You know, and it's sweet in his mouth, especially whenever he see people don't have a clue as to them being wickedness. And you got to go back to their form of Christianity with that, because they pretty much put in your spirit that you can do whatever you want to do and get away with it. You don't have to worry about it because they say God is all love. That's not true. That's why a lot of people are deceived to this day. You know, verse 12, though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth. You know, it's always going to be with him. Always going to be with him. That's how he rules. That's how he got this power. You know, we'll go to the book of, back to the book of Psalms 55 and 21. And it says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. You know, and that's how they get you. You know, they speak a good game to the people, have them thinking that there's nothing to what they're saying. Just do what I say, sign this right here, and everything will be good. Make it smoother than butter. But war was in his heart. His words are softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. That's why this world is coming against this man. That's why the world is salivating at their mouth to destroy this land, to take the power from those that are in power now. That's the reason why, like the scriptures say, let the weak say I'm strong. These nations are saying to America, we're strong too now. The nations is letting this country know that that stronghold that you had in the earth, it's about to be over with. These other countries, China and Russia, have hypersonic missiles. And I'm pretty sure that they are sharing that technology and how they got those missiles to their allies. So America doesn't stand a chance. This place has been made bare. You know, Esau, who runs America? Esau, Edom. You know, nothing good is coming to this place. Back to Job 20. And 12, it said, though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth. Yet his meat and his bowels is turned, it is the gall of asp within him. He that swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again, God shall cast them out of his belly. And that's what's going to happen. At the end of all this, all those riches that he's built up, everything that he's put back for a rainy day, all that gold that he's hoarded up, you know, all the silver, all the other precious stones and precious metals that he's hoarded up for himself, you know, all of that stuff, he's going to have to give it up, you know. Those that robbed us are going to be robbed. Everything that they have are going to be taken from them by force. What is really not going to have to be too much force, you know. It's just going to be taken from them. Let's see here. James 5:1. And it says, go to now, ye rich men, Weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and your silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your own flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. And that's what they're doing. By robbing everything, they're heaping up treasures for the last days. And where are we at right now? We're in the last days of the last days. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth. And the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. You know? Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in a day of slaughter. Ye have condemned and killed the just, and he does not resist you. By not resisting, you know, saying we don't have the power to do what we want to do here. No army, you know. But the power that the Most High is displaying power through his men, through the preaching of this word and getting it out to the four corners of the earth, you know, by making this man, by putting him on notice that his power is almost over with. His run at the top of the mountain is almost over with, you know. Things are not looking good for him. Neither are they looking good for the 2/3. I'm going to go back to the book of Job 20 and 16. And it says, he shall suck the poison of asp, the viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labored for shall he restore. That's him gathering up treasures for the last days. All that stuff, he's going to have to restore it to who it belongs to, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein, because he has oppressed and has forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. There shall be none of his meat. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, which he's attempting to do right now, by getting total control and gathering all wealth for himself, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. When he's about to take that last bite, you know, of total domination, when he's about to fulfill that which he set out to do, the Most High is going to rain his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. He's going to try to flee from these nuclear missiles, but he's not going to be able to get too far. He's not going to be able to get away from the punishment that comes with nuclear destruction, and that's everything around you being destroyed, melted. This place is going to be turned into dust. It's going to be turned into a desert, a memorial of wickedness. Verse 25. It is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. You know? And the Most High is called a terrible power. And he's gonna, the king of terrors, and he's gonna show the terrible power soon. You know? Soon enough. Go to the book of Isaiah 34 and 1, and it says, come near ye nations, to hear and hearken. Ye people, let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord Yahweh is upon all nations. That's why we see all these nations getting ready for war. They all are about to be put on trial. You know, the Most High is getting ready to gather these nations to put them on trial for what they've done to his people. You know, verse 2, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. And all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their host shall fall down, as the leaf falleth from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. My sword shall be bathed in heaven. And what is that speaking about? That's speaking about those hypersonic missiles, these nuclear missiles that these nations possessed. You know, that's part of the Lord's army. His sword's going to be bathed in heaven. These missiles are going out into the atmosphere and coming back down upon their target, and they're not going to miss. You know, thus said the scriptures. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, which Idumea is talking about Babylon the Great here, America, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams, for the Lord hath a sacrifice in Bozrah. Another word that's describing America, Bozrah, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea, which right here in Babylon the Great America, a great slaughter is getting ready to come to this place. And the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch. So that's what's coming to America. Complete and total destruction. Go back to Job 20 and 25 and finish this out. And it says, it is drawn and cometh out of the body. Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. And that's talking about those nuclear missiles again. You know, it's drawn and coming out the body. And the body are the silos or the nuclear submarines that's carrying these weapons. Verse 26, all darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. This is the portion of a wicked man from the Most High, and the heritage appointed unto him by the Most High. And this is what's coming to these people. Everything that they work so hard to do, everything that they work so hard to keep is going to be taken away from them in an instant. You know, it's going to be taken away from them, you know, real quick. They're not going to know what hit them when it happens. So we're about to see true power come on this earth. By the way, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is going to deal with these people that are in power right now. They have a firm grip on what they're doing right now. There's nothing that we can do against them. But there's a power in heaven, in the heavens, that can come take this power from them in an instant. But we have to wait on prophecy to happen. We have to wait on Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to take this man out of power, you know. So with that said, Shalom.